Hello everyone, I'm Ibrahim and welcome to another episode of the Clean Tech Pod. Today we're going to be talking to you about initiatives around waste to wealth, an integral portion of the sustainability factors of the world we live in today. And here with me today, I will allow her to introduce herself. A young person who is running initiatives around the circular economy in Nigeria. But I want to call you the CEO of Memz Culture. Please, welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to be here. My name is Uyeh Membe and I am the creative owner of Memz Culture. We specialize in converting plastic bottles, fabric waste, and wood fabrics into beautiful fashionable items for everyday use.
That's a good one. Looking at the background of how we operate in our societies today, the question about sustainability has been a big one. And now that is why I feel, or we generally now agree, that the inputs of sustainability and circularity has to be at the forefront, just so that we are not constantly going back to our environment to continually tap from it. I just wanted to know if you can tell us all, how did you begin? What is the inspiration around about men's culture, and how do you, as a business, how did you or have you been able to navigate the initial challenges?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I started Memz Culture in 2022, but before then I attended a boot camp that was organized by Reshaping and in that camp I met a lady who was into upcycling. Yes, very well. And I fell in love with what she was doing. It was so my kind of thing because I've always been somebody who like things that are very unique, like you had to see and all that. So when I saw her doing that, I fell in love with what she was doing. So I kept on doing it. I went to the internships with her to learn more about what she was doing. And after that, I started my own brand. But before then, I was into fashion because I didn't want to be doing the regular fashion that everybody sews and sell and all of that. So I was just looking for that thing that was spice of what I'm doing and maintaining that uniqueness. And discovering that was just really quite funny. That was how I started Memz Culture. And I also discovered that, oh wow, like so many beautiful things can be made from waste and all of that, and not just about very unique things. I can also make money from it.
So that's a highlight.
Yes.
So from what you just said, it started from a small idea,
Yes.
then graduated into an inspiration gotten from what already exists,
Yes.
and then you build up passion from that inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, and as we know, for most things, when we attach passion to it, we are better, So, it's good that there's passion.
Yes. Keeps you going on days that you feel like I cannot do this because some days I'll be like, I'm not doing this anymore, and I'm inside my workspace still doing something relating to it. So I'll finish saying it. I'm like, but you're already doing it. Why are you saying you're not doing it? So
can I understand? So you just mentioned that you've been into fashion, even before that, and now you're trying to incorporate one into the other.
Yeah.
So maybe it leads me to ask if you can share some innovative methods, or innovative solutions that has been adopted by Memz Culture to turn, I don't want to put it in your mouth anyways, but to turn waste into something valuable.
Yeah. Okay, so before I learned about upcycling and all of that. I was just doing like bespoke for people and all of that. But after that, I learned that all those fabric pieces that normally you finish making clothes for somebody and then you just throw them away, they are still very useful. You can use them to go on and do so many designs with it. You can use it to design new clothes, new fashion items, which I also use it to incorporate in doing the jewelry with the plastics. Because yes, when you combine the plastic bottles with the fabric, it's more beautiful. Like the piece I'm wearing, I just made it from pure plastic.
Oh,
I
so
didn't
this is
combine-
plastic?
Yeah, this is plastic.
Wow.
I just made it from pure plastic. I didn't combine fabric to it. But you see more beauty when the fabric waste is being incorporated inside. So there are just a lot of designs you can do. You can decide to do one to fabric waste, one without fabric waste, and all of that. So yeah, and then for every design, in terms of the processes, we have to consider, in terms of clothing, we want to make clothing. First of all, we need to consider that, is this clothes, after wearing it, is it going to be recycled? We need to consider the designs, even in the design thinking process, all of this has to be put in place. Like we are just going to design something that somebody will wear and it's not recyclable.
So you're putting the end life of
Yes.
this new material from waste itself into consideration, just so
Yes.
that it doesn't end up.
Yes. And then even if we are to design something for somebody, we consider the end life of what we are designing. So all of that.
So that's incorporating total circularity into the
Yes.
process. Oh, that's impressive. But have you marketed? How far have you gone into marketing and distribution of these innovative solutions?
Okay, I do that using my social media and my social medias, and then I go for a lot of exhibitions around circularity. Anyone I know that, of course, it's not every exhibition that my product will sell at. So I'm always looking out for exhibitions that are
Focused in
yes,
the
I'm
industry.
focused, yes. So because back then when I first started, I was just going for everything and anything exhibitions, and I discovered that some of these ones I might just go and people will just admire. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Some people it's not their thing.
Yeah.
So they will admire it, but
no drive,
yes,
no passion for.
yes, for it. So they won't get it and all of that. And some people just hear, this is upcycled from plastic bottles. They'll be like, you mean this is from bottle? Some people have this, I can't bear it because it's from bottle or something. And then some people, when you say how much it is, they'll be like, but it's from plastic, you made it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you don't know how much work
went into
it and creativity and all.
So do you feel in the industry what do you feel can be done as somebody who is an actor in that industry to allow for better recognition and value attachment to some of these things, because as you clearly said now, people really don't see the value.
Yes. So I would say not everybody, but I think here in Nigeria, people are just coming to know about all these things. I think from the time I started up till now, I think right now is better from when I started. Right now is better. Before, it's only when I go for exhibitions, you see, but it's only like white people who are like everywhere around who want to buy. But now, you see that even my people here in the country, they are beginning to be more interested. They are beginning to be more conscious of what they are consuming. They are beginning to be more interested in it. So yes, they are also like putting their foot forward. Let's support. This is what we want. We want to support people who are sustainable, people who are doing something for the environment and all of that. So I think consistently putting myself out there, putting the product out there, and all of that has helped. But of course, a lot of people still don't know about it yet. So So it's a process. It's a process of continually putting oneself out there, yes, effort and all that.
So
and education,
okay.
educating people about it and letting them know that this thing, like people see plastic differently, like telling them that when you see plastic you shouldn't see waste. Like when I engage with kids in schools and women in villages, I try to change their mindset first about the waste, because you cannot be telling somebody that this thing is this without showing them what can be made from it, or tell them stop throwing this thing away, it's money, and they are not seeing, like,
so it's like coming to me and telling me to stop drinking water when you're not giving me an alternative.
Yes, that's the thing. Yes.
Now that you mentioned your engagement around schools with children and communities, so we hopefully you can share with us when you engage with communities, what role do they play in some of the processes that you engage in? How do you engage with them? What role do they play?
So apart from just engaging with them, I have some women who I have trained before now, and they involved in the cutting process of my jewelry, which I collect from them and then do the finishing. So then in the process of engaging with like schools, communities, it's just something I want to give back to the community and try to empower, the youth, the women. Like, okay, the country is hard. What can you be doing? Some people say, oh, there are no jobs. There is nothing I can win if I want to learn a skill. It's so expensive, and like, here I am. This is what I'm doing for a living, and it's paying me good. So I try to, like, first of all, educate them, or how valuable this thing is, and the different ways, if they are not upcycling, the different ways they can still put these things together and make money from it and all of that. So for kids, it has always been exciting, and engaging with them is always exciting. Sometimes I am down going there, but when I get there and I show them something and I see people coming up with, like, ideas I have never imagined before. It's so fulfilling and so exciting. Like recently, I am doing a program with IDP women in Durumi, and I go there every Saturday with some other people and partnering together, including Nigeria. We're partnering together to empower them and teach them how to do different things. And each time I go there, the women are so excited. Every Saturday they are like,
you look forward to
my head. Yes, like they are like doing something. I'm like, oh wow. They say disability is how do you put it? Disability is not. There's what I can't remember.
But sadly, I can help you because I don't know how
like inability. Disability is not inability. I can't remember how it is, but just because somebody is
there is ability in disability.
Yes. So just because somebody is at a disadvantage
position,
yes,
doesn't mean we have nothing to talk
all of that.
So speaking with that, I'm seeing there's a synergy between all the classes that you mentioned now, the children and the women who are so-called disadvantaged. From what you have expressed now, it looks like what is common is there is a show of enthusiasm.
Yes.
With that, we are hopeful that we can see better results and outcomes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, not to take much of your time, I would again love you to share with us. You've been in the field, you've been engaging with people, you see the reactions, you see the interactions. We just want to know what is the future for this industry in Nigeria in the next 5 years, and what is the dream and aspiration of Memz Culture in realizing some of these targets, as where we want to have our country, especially to be thinking towards, the circularity of materials in the next 5 years. So 2 questions. Where do you see the prospect of our country with regards to circularity in the next 5 years? And how are the dreams and aspirations of Memz culture aligned, with the country group?
Okay. For Nigeria, I think I see circularity in Nigeria becoming like the next big thing, because
I hope so.
Yes,
I hope so.
yes, because in markets I have been, in places I have been in, and when people come around, everybody, they are not just concerned about, oh, I want to consume.
Yeah.
They are beginning to be like very conscious. Oh, who made this? What is it made of?
Yeah.
Yes, questions are coming up. Unlike before that, oh, this clothes is fine. They don't mind what is made of, who made it, and all of that. They just want to buy and look fine. People are beginning to be more, aware and more conscious. And even in terms of, your packaging, is also something that is enticing customers to, come around buy. They don't just want it to like package in a nylon bag for them. Yes, so all of that. So I have this customer who I was attending. That was last year. She came to buy a dress from the woman that was beside me, and it was a very pretty dress. But after buying it, the lady put it in a nylon bag, and she said she was not taking it. That if she does not have a sustainable bag, she's not buying. And
that looks promising.
yes,
Individuals.
I was so excited. I was so happy, and I was like, oh wow, this thing is beginning to make sense. It's beginning to make sense. And of course, she didn't have. I had to save her because she was my neighbor and she's a nice person. I had to give her a paper bag of mine. And after that, I told her, I have a friend who makes paper bags. She can even make it and put your logo on it, and it's this way you're also promoting the environment, sustainability generally, and all of that. So, and in so many places I've seen things like this, especially customers being conscious of what they're buying and all of that. So gradually we are getting there. It's going to take time, but gradually we are making.
So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's the thing, yeah. So from Memz culture, we see Memz culture. Yeah. We see Memz culture
at the top.
At the top, yes.
Exactly.
Yes, of course. Going further, we intend to also improve or integrate more product line and impact more people, and these women that we work with, we intend to not just work with them and leave them. We intend to engage them, have them do most of what we do so that we can collect from them. That's what I'm trying to do with these women at the IDP as well. So I'm trying to teach them things that, because it's not okay if you teach them and you just go and they are doing it and there is no market. There will be no zeal to continue.
No incentive.
Yes, no incentives, because I'm doing it, I'm not getting money. Why am I still doing it? It's not paying my bills. So I'm trying to see how they do it and I buy from them.
So they are incorporated into the value chain.
Yes, they do it. I teach them, they do it, I buy from them, and probably by God's grace, after the training, everything they have learned, they will do more, and you can get people together to come and exhibit everything they've done, and all of that. I think that was super but most importantly, buying from them so that as we continue doing it, there is a market.
Exactly.
Because I think for me, I have the market for those. They are just coming, they don't even have access to technology, they don't even have nothing. So they don't even have the means to advertise what they're doing out there for.
Through you, so
Yes.
you become the platform
Yes.
and the ecosystem builder where
Yes.
you know they
That's
integrate.
yes.
Well, that's wonderful. That's I think needs a resounding applause. You know, for a young Nigerian like himself, you know, looking and taking the mantle. It's commonly said like taking the bull by the horn, you know, which is a really tedious thing to do. We want to appreciate your effort. We want to applaud the strength. We want to applaud the inventions and the innovations you are bringing on board with regards to circularity. And we want to appeal to you to further, you know, find strength, you know, to continue until we realize that light at the end of the tunnel. We want to say a big thank you for joining us and sharing insights with us. And we hope to see more of you who will be watching, and others I hope will also be watching to see the good work she is doing. And we hope that you engage with her in all the ways you can to help our sustainability dream come alive. From us this time, thank you for joining us and stay tuned for more episodes.